the world had changed for better. Every country is taking action and has provided 10 years commitment through their INDCs. This is a big change. Let us celebrate it. Let us welcome all INDCs. And let us not complicate Paris. Paris is the beginning of a new era of responsible behavior. Let us celebrate that. Let us mark it and make it a success. I don't believe in that because that calculation presupposes that technology will static. It will never remain static. It will change. It will bring out new solutions. And thereby, our carbon footprint will reduce to a large extent in days to come. And therefore, I'm very hopeful. I don't believe in this 2.7 degrees or 3 degrees or 3.5. I don't believe in that. It is comprehensive. It covers not only mitigation, but adaptation, finance, technology support, capacity building, and all the aspects,
Sure.
reporting and everything, we have done, covered in our indices. Three main things which have come, or five. First is that we will reduce our emission intensity by 35% by 2030.
Yeah.
This is 75% jump over 2020. And this means more energy efficiency. This means reduction in energy intensity. All put together, this is a very big announcement. Second is we will have 40% of our energy mix capacity in non-fossil fuel.
Yeah.
That's a big announcement. And it's a 50% rise over our earlier figure. The third is we will create nearly 3 billion tons of equivalent of CO2 carbon sink in afforestation, through afforestation. And we have a concrete plan on all these issues. So what we are saying is that through all our actions, we will be saving net carbon emission
Yeah.
to the tune of 3.2 billion tons per annum. It's a huge contribution over 2005. So this is much, and this will be bigger if we calculate it on the backdrop of business as usual. So we have progressed further from business as usual. We have progressed further from 2005.
Yeah.
We have progressed further from our 2020 pledges, and we have marched towards very comprehensive targets. When you will grow, we will use all energy resources. So non-fossil fuel will be 40%, but coal and gas will be 60%. We are not shying away from fact, but still our absolute coal consumption will be still less than the developed world's coal consumption. So my coal doesn't emit more. America's coal emits the same as India's coal, and we are just 20%, or in absolute term only 40% of what US is using today. There are 2, 3 new ideas put on table through INDCs. Prime Minister is passionate about climate change. He thinks that we need to act more, and therefore he has put before the world 3 ideas of climate justice. As I explained, it's about poor countries and poorer sections. Second is lifestyle, because we have only one planet. And Mahatma Gandhi used to say that we can the earth can provide needs of everybody, but not greed of all. And the unsustainable consumption pattern of Western countries is definitely is an issue
Yeah.
because Earth Overshoot report has clearly come out that you will require 5 planets with such unsustainable consumption.
Yeah.
And therefore, lifestyle issue, climate justice issue, and he has also come out with new idea of global solar alliance. Countries between Capricorn and Cancer
Yeah.
who have tremendous solar energy for nearly 300 days. There are two differences. Let us understand. I agree that when 30% of our population doesn't have energy, when they start using energy, there will be emissions. But it will be sustainable. We have leapfrogged. That's a benefit of late starting. Second is, today, what is the situation? India has just 18 cars per 1,000 of population. Europe has 500, 600. America has 800.
Yeah.
So it's a huge difference. Our house size per capita residential space occupied is 1/10 of, on all parameters,
Yeah.
the total consumption, US and India, it is 2%. India consumes 2% of average American consumption.
Yeah.
But it will grow.
Yeah.
But still, we have a value issue attached to it. We don't leave waste in our plate. It's a value, it's not poverty. We don't dry our clothes in dryer, but we prefer solar drying.
Yeah.
Even billionaires do solar drying and not. That's a value. A new baby's clothes
Yeah.
are used for generations. Reuse. It's for generations. It's not poverty. It's and there are thousands of such. Our
Yeah.
whole water cycle, water consumption, water linkages, our rural household, original Indian style households, provide warmth in winter and cool in summer. So, whole life approach is about sustainable development.